Yeah. What up? What up, James? How you doing, man? Yo, what up, Carl? How you been, man? Oh shit. Hell yeah, thanks guys for coming in. I'm just defoliating today. I did this fucking guy, well girl, this fucking girl yesterday. I did two others. It was so hot, man. It got up to like 87 degrees for about an hour yesterday. Uh, all afternoon it was sitting about 85, but the high here did get to 87, which is crazy for fucking middle of September, guys. I'm gonna tell you right now, okay? Like this summer is we should already be in fall. We should already be like high 60s, low 70s, rain almost every day, at least overcast. It's crazy right now. Been great down here. Hell yeah, man. It's been great for growing. I'll tell you that. So usually by this time every year, I'm already looking for bud rot, trying to like look and make sure I can spot it. Like this is like as early, like this is usually the earliest I start looking, but being an outdoor grower in Michigan, this is fucking phenomenal weather. So yeah, leaves are definitely turning here. I don't know. Here, let me see if I can show you this. I don't know if you can see back here, but our maple trees back there are starting to turn purple, purpley red. The birch trees are all going yellow. But yeah, it's definitely that time of year, guys. Oh yeah. Oh damn, guys. Hell yeah, man. Good to see you guys. Appreciate y'all coming in, saying what's up. I'd like to live stream more than I do, but I don't feel I'm very interesting. So I don't know. I'm not working today, so maybe I could show you guys some pretty bud bullshit, get high, de-leaf some plants. Here, let's get on this side. So I tried to get Streamlabs working today. So I could up the quality. And for some reason, I couldn't get it to go live with my account. I had all the credentials and everything correct. So I apologize for the 720p. These plants are tall too. Most of these are about 10 foot or more. Let me get up on the ladder for a second. This one's probably the furthest along right now. Big old fat buds all the way down the stem. Look at that. Not the biggest plant in the world, but it's gonna be some phenomenal bud. Smells like this one is the blueberry variety of the Bahama Fuzz. Yep, and this one here is this is one of the psyops, the ethos psyop. This one's probably week 4. There's a good bud. Here, let me get a better picture of our leaves turning colors on the actual trees. Yeah, they're starting to turn red purple on the maples, yellow on the birches. The ferns are all dying off in the field. I got a lot of yellows that I need to get rid of. Normally I wouldn't have this many. Usually I take them off as the yellow, but I've been working, so I've been pretty busy and I haven't had time. And it's been very hot. I'm kind of waiting until the sun dies down, or until the heat dies down. But yeah, dude, like it's been a great year though. I'm using a combination of different stuff. This year I used Mr. B's green trees just to amend my soil, right? In 100 cubic feet, I put about 11 pounds of the Mr. B's green trees powder, and then I added probably 20 cubic foot of cow manure this year. That was the amendment that I did, and then I'm just doing the Psycho Platinum series again. I just really like the way that the bloom line for the Psycho Platinum series works. It's phenomenal. Whoever formulated it and has set the scheduling for it, because the scheduling for it is perfect. Like there's like 9 different things, but you're only ever given it like 4 to 6 of them at a time, right? It changes as the bloom progresses. That stuff's great. I suggest anybody that if you want an easy, affordable way to, up your game, dude, Psycho Platinum series is good shit. Bubble hash time, me too, man. Me too. I'm getting a freeze dryer this fall, so bubble hash will be fun, a lot more fun. It's gonna get rid of the part that I hate, which is grinding it out on my fucking microplaner. I fucking hate that. It's like the most tiring thing that makes you feel like not a man. And yeah, I'm gonna get a freeze dryer this year. That way I can just put my fresh hash into the freezer, freeze it, pre-freeze it, and then run it, about 20 to 24 hours through the freeze dryer, and it crumbles. And yeah. Opinion on rosin. It's my favorite thing to smoke, man. I feel that like there are definitely some things that are like more potent that you could smoke. But my view on hash rosin, on bubble hash rosin, is that like, at least in my experience from what I create out of my material, um and I touched on this yesterday. You know how like you can go to the dispensary and get a gram of BHO, and that first hit puts you over the moon, but then you never get that feeling ever again off that same gram. Well, hash rosin is different for me in the sense that I could take a dab first thing in the morning and keep dabbing all day, and it's going to do the same thing to me every single dab. As long as I'm taking in the same amount, it's going to do the same thing to me every single dab, from wake and bake to good night fucking Dave. You know what I mean? But yeah, that is my opinion. Blackout, shout out to you for coming in, by the way. What's up, man? I feel that rosin is definitely like a superior smoke. For one, that it's solvents. Two, the taste, the smell, the presentation. It's a lot more pleasant than, you know, other extractions. So, but yeah, to each their own. Everyone has a different opinion, and if you think my opinion is wrong, or if you're not wrong, but if your opinion differs than mine, it doesn't make you wrong. Everyone has different preferences. Oh, hell yeah, guys. Oh. The shitty part about growing big plants, though, is trimming all this shit. Trimming fucking sucks. A lot of people are like, "Oh, why don't you use like an auto trimmer or a trimming device?" I've used them. They ruin your weed, man. If it's not hand trimmed, it's garbage. So no, I haven't worked at the golf course in a long time, dude. I work at a marina, uh, like a it's like a gas station on the water, kind of more than a marina, I would say. But rich people keep their boats there, so yeah, I haven't been fishing in a few weeks. Oh damn. Um, Salmon season is on right now. People are starting to get them. Uh, I've just been really busy and I haven't really had time the last couple weeks. I went with my buddy DJ fishing a few weeks ago. It was like it was like the first week of September, because salmon here opens like the end of August. So I was like, oh, let's go down to the river and go see if there's some salmon running yet. Not yet. We did see a couple, but they were constructing beds still. They'd already eaten. So I'm waiting for like the middle to 3/4 ish of the season, when they strike at anything that swims by their nest. But yeah. Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's salmon in our rivers too right now, but like the reason I say like salmon isn't on yet is because like they're still constructing beds. So like, um when the salmon come in the river, when they first start heading in, they're eating, eating, eating. By the time they've made it upstream to where the salmon are now, they're constructing their beds, they're getting ready to lay eggs. You don't really catch a lot Well, okay, that's not true. You can catch a lot of salmon that are bedding, starting to bed, but in Michigan, in the Upper Peninsula, in our rivers, you're not allowed to catch a fish by snagging. You have to hook it in its mouth, right? The hook has to be in its mouth, no matter how deep, how shallow. It has to be on the lips or in the mouth. Otherwise, you have to throw it back. It's a big fine if you snag a fucking salmon by like the side or by its tail and reel it in. You get in a lot of trouble for that. So, anyway, that being said, here it's easier like the 20th of September to like the 1st of August when their eggs are laid because then you use any kind of like imitation fish lure, they'll fucking strike it. They think it's a predator coming to eat their eggs, and they fucking attack it. So yeah, we had lots of rain, so it's good for the runs. Snagging, yeah. By the time you get up here, they're almost done with life in any way. See, okay, so a lot of people think that, right? And where that is a true statement, it's also like not so true. A lot of people don't realize that like salmon don't die on their first or even their second run up the river. You know what I mean? Like it's usually their third, fourth, fifth, sixth year where they're deteriorating and you see the zombie fish in the river just floating, you know what I mean? But they're still alive type shit. Yeah. You can still catch good salmon when those salmon are around. Okay. One thing about spawn salmon in the fall is they're going to be a little bit more soft than the spring run because they've been in warm water all winter. You know, I get that. But you can still catch the nice small guys, you know. But yeah, I agree. When they start to lose the color um in their flesh, you know how like salmon, the Chinook anyway, they'll have that nice like oh, what up? What up, Dicko? Shout out. How you doing, Dickens? I'm only in 720p. I can't figure Streamlabs out on my phone. They updated the app since I used to live stream all the time. But let's see if I can. So look at that. Go over here real quick. And this is one of the ranks. Oh, bro, check out the mutant. Okay, so the mutant is a couple weeks behind, but like, check this out, dude. The mutant is like 2 weeks behind. See how fucking stacked, how tight together this is? These are gonna be huge fucking buds, bro, like the size of my arm. This plant right here, this mutant plant, is the same as this fucking 10-foot tall plant. Starting to go purple. These buds aren't like huge yet, but so fucking frosty. Yeah, I was trying to get Streamlabs to work so I could go live in 1440p, but it's not fucking really working. Hell yeah, guys. Hey, anybody in here, if you guys like music, sub to Dicko's channel. He knows house music. He DJs. He's fucking he's on it. Jungle Dave. Man, I can't wait for the new DayZ map to drop, dude. I today I watched the development gameplay that they released on the DayZ channel. Fuck, dude. I can't wait. It makes the mouse look like child's play. Just saying. I don't know if anybody in here plays DayZ. You've probably heard of the game because it's old as fuck. It's been around for a minute. But yeah, dude. Hell yeah, that's what's up, James. Yup. Hell yeah, guys, that's what's up. I haven't been live. Like, I know I went live yesterday, but I haven't been going live in a long time, and it's just because I'm not interesting anymore. I'm boring as fuck now. That link definitely went through. I see it. So that RV, that's my homie James from. I used to live stream like back in the day, long time ago, IRL. When I was homeless in Hollywood, I was in LA, and I didn't want to be homeless, so I was like, well, shit, how's about I try to get kind of famous, and like it almost worked enough for me to get off the streets. But yeah, James been around for a minute, dude, long time, been like 5 years, longer, maybe, yeah, about 6. So far from boring, yeah. Nah, but compared to the content I used to have, wrote like I don't really think you've ever like looked into my YouTube channel, but like if you go back, look like 4.5, 5 years back, bro. There was some content, bro. All I'm gonna say, the casting couch in LA, bro. We had a leather couch on Hollywood Boulevard for like 9 days. The cops tried to make us get rid of it. We are like, fuck you, dude. Fuck the police. They couldn't make us get rid of that shit, dude. The fucking casting couch. That's just the tip of the iceberg, bro. We used to have like these women, these beautiful women. Oh, remember the Irish woman? You remember the fucking chick from Dublin, bro? Oh my God, James, you remember her? Sat on the couch and was making out with fucking Yekin. Oh my God, bro. Anyway, yeah, dude, good times. Those were the days when I was getting like, 20 to like 100 viewers average, and like now I get like 5. It's all good though. It's funny though when I play video games, I'll get like one person watching, and like I must really suck at video games, dude. Like 100%. She was hobo curious. Yeah, dude, that is a thing. So I'm gonna tell you guys right now. Look, there are some women out there that crave, for whatever reason, homeless dick. And I'm telling you this from a professional standpoint. I've had it happen more than a few times. You guys have seen in the live stream, some of the viewers in here have seen, there's times where random women will go up to homeless people and be like, oh, you're cute. Let me take you home and give you a shower and give you food and money and fuck the shit out of you for like 3 days and then send you on your way type shit. It's a real thing, dude. Yeah, that porn star chick, whatever. Come on, dude. Fucking remember what was her name? Candy Quinn. You remember Candy Quinn? She was cool. I would have never met her if it wasn't for live streaming. She was an actual porn star. We used to hang out. Remember? That shit was down, legit. Uh, yeah, dude, Hollywood was fun. Like being homeless sucked, but it was fun. There was so much that happened off camera. You know, sometimes I would end streams just randomly, like because there was some shit you guys couldn't see, dude. Like all the drugs that we were doing. Uh, just it was crazy, dude. We were doing fucking blow. We were doing acid almost every day, pills, all kinds of shit, dude. Like I don't know if people in this fucking live stream realized, but like yeah, dude, we were doing a lot of fucking shit we shouldn't have been doing. So it's kind of crazy. Like I look back through my emails, like it's probably one of the reasons this channel is demonetized. Actually, uh, probably because of all the drug use on the channel. Yeah, dude, Richie the Barber. That's my home. Oh, okay. So some crazy shit. So I know a guy. I frequent a Daisy streamer named Hey Barmby. He's fucking phenomenal at Daisy. He's fucking cracked. He's very good at the game. He's funny. Anyway, he has a large community of people, and I met this guy named Farley the Barber in his chat, and I'm like, oh no way, you're a barber. I know another barber, but he's kind of a wild guy. I used to hang out with this clown dude who's a barber. He's like, no way, you know Richie? I'm like, yeah, dude, I know you. How the fuck do you know Richie the Barber? Anyway, so completely random, this fucking dude from Lake Havasu that spends a lot of time in California from another fucking community, we end up having a mutual friend or whatever. To be honest, dude, I don't follow Richie anymore because of the whole like Christian like beef hunk god shit. I don't know, dude. It rubs me the wrong way. I love the guy and I hope the best, hope for him and everything. I just can't like, I don't know, man. Yeah. Shout out to Richie, man. If Richie, if you see this, man, I love you. I'm sorry that I unfollowed you, but it's just too much, man. I'm sorry. Hell yeah. Yeah, man, Cali was cool. Sleeping on the sidewalk sucks. But yeah, definitely. Beep beep. Yeah, man. Yeah. I haven't really like paid attention too much to like the IP2 network and or whatever the fuck it's called. The last couple days I clicked on it because I was like, am I even still on here? I must be. So I clicked on it after I went live and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess my name does still come up on there. That's pretty crazy, dude. It like shout out to those guys for keeping me on there, I guess. IP2 is dead sorta. I mean, is it though? I mean, like there I don't know, it seems like a good hub to like there's not just like shit streamers, I guess. I was looking on there like the judge Jeffrey Middleton, his link is on there. Fucking, there's some reputable streams going on that they're hosting. I guess you'd have to look at the analytics for the website and see how many like individual clicks that site gets per month. I know that when I got put on it, it was getting like 3 million clicks a week or some shit. It was fucking crazy. So, but that was like at the height of like when IP2 got when the Ice Poseidon Network got banned from fucking Reddit for being like toxic or whatever, and then IP2 same thing happened, and then even to the point to where like the hosting site went down and they had to start ip2.network on a different hosting platform. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. We need more streamers, but at the same time it's like, man, streaming is like, yeah, you got to be dedicated to it, man. Like, you know when I was in Hollywood, like it was very hard to like charge my shit every night. I had so many different batteries, dude. Like to do a fucking 10-hour stream being homeless. Like, that is not an easy feat to be able to charge all that stuff. Luckily, I had business owners on Hollywood Boulevard that knew me and that thought I was a cool guy and that I could give them like $5, $10 to go plug all my shit in. So, that really helped out. But there was a time in the beginning where I didn't, and I was having to hit the library. Um, and I remember when I first started streaming, it was like the first couple days that when I was still hanging out with fucking the pedophile guy, Sydney, the Pisces or whatever, before we knew anything about him. Um, yeah, dude, I was in Starbucks and I bought a coffee and I had my battery plugged into a wall, like my external battery pack plugged into a wall in my bag up against the shit, and it was all like hidden, so like it didn't even look like anything was plugged in. And this fucking Chinese crackhead dude still went and stole my shit out of there. Um, and like I didn't see him again until like the next day, and we ended up beating the shit out of that dude. But like, luckily, um, was it? Fuck, dude. I don't remember who it was, but they bought me a new battery. Well, the only reason that I would call it cutting edge maybe is because like of the signs that I would fly and that way that I would act towards the police, and we were beating up tweakers, bro. Like, I gave you guys like a fucking 65% unfiltered look at what was going on. You know what I mean? That was just shit that was happening anyway. Why not stream it? Like, I mean, dude, there were some days I'd just sit there panhandling for hours and hours and hours with my cell phone on the ground pointing up at me, saying it slightly catch like people walking by, but the signs I would fly like "Go fuck yourself for $1" and "Need money for drugs." Like, they work, dude. Sometimes we'd make $300-400 a day out there, plus people would give us all kinds of drugs. Shit was crazy. But yeah, fuck sleeping on the sidewalk with me. Fuck when it rains, you get wet. That ain't cool. Nope. Luckily, it's not so hot today. It's gonna be like 7 degrees cooler than yesterday. Sidewalk, sitting, looking at Dave's boob. LOL. Why lie? It's for the drugs. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Even when we wanted food, just nope. Drugs. Just give us drugs. Crazy shit, dude. Yeah, I watched the video of mine where I went to Fat Sal's to do the sandwich that I epically failed. I did not think it was gonna be that big, guys. Fucking, who was it? Tenacious, whatever that guy's name. Oh man. Anyway, he fucking donated the $60 for me to go do it. Reselling. We weren't. Yeah, I guess Yekin was, but I wasn't. I wasn't selling no flowers, dude. Yeah. Those Mexicans straight up had flowers from funerals. They were funerary baskets, and they were taking individual flowers out and selling them to people at the bars, trying to guilt boyfriends into buying their girlfriends like, flowers or whatever. And Yuckin, I told Yuckin, I was like, look, dude, they're selling funeral flowers and shit. He's like, oh, that's fucked up. He's like, oh, I should buy them and sell them, huh? I was like, no, you shouldn't, dude. Why? That's the dumbest fucking thing you could do. He's like, well, what if I just bought them from them and they wouldn't have to work and then I could just give them to pretty girls all night? And I was like, all right, yeah, do that. So yeah, that's what it ended up turning into, was Yuckin trying to get pussy, I think. I wish he'd come back in. He came in yesterday, and I wish he'd come in today. Came in for like a couple minutes while I was showing buds. Yeah, that shit was crazy, dude. Or when the Scientology people dosed us, that shit was fucking nutsos. Like, there was this couple that we had met, and I think that they were like married, but they were both like high-ranking Scientologists. And we would talk to them all the time. At first, it was us trolling them, and then we found out that this guy and this lady were pretty cool behind their Scientology or whatever. That they were people that were like pretty cool or whatever. And we ended up talking to this guy like, oh, what do you do for a living? Like, what did you do for a living, like before Scientology? And he was saying that him and his wife were chemists for Dow Jones Chemical Company, that they would like make drugs and products that were to be tested and stuff like that. Like, they were creating compounds, they said. And a few months later, I mean, these people, we had a good rapport with them. We would say what's up to them all the time. And I don't want to give any more information about them than that, because, like, I don't know if this was like them trying to fuck with us or them just being really cool with us and me misinterpreting it. But one day, after we found out that they worked for Dow Chemical Company, we figured, they're chemists. Like, oh, maybe they can make some. Let's fuck with them. Like, see, Anyway, uh, one day we had a sign that says we want LSD, and we had a cup, like a McDonald's cup, on the ground. And this guy and his wife walked by, and they walked 10, 15 feet, and they stopped, and the guy came back, and he fucking dropped something in our cup. We didn't want to like drop good in the cup, you know what I mean? We didn't want to drop, who gave it to us. So we always waited like a minute or two after they left to like look in the cup. And this was like a quarter of a sheet, maybe a half a sheet actually, of like these black purple gel tabs. And I fucking ripped it in half, and I fucking handed half to Yakin, and I ate the other half. And we fucking, holy shit. It was like, I don't know if you guys have ever eaten LSD before, but like when you eat stuff, like, okay, there are different crystals, right? There are different like varieties of LSD, even though it's all the same molecule. It's all LSD 25, right? Um, Different people who make it clean it. They clean the arsenic out of it because it produces arsenic when you with the arg, or I don't remember exactly, but there is arsenic that's produced from the process of making the LSD, and just whatever they use to clean it gives you kind of a different effect, right? Like, you could eat. I've had some stuff. Some people call it pink. Some people call it Owsley. Some people call it fucking snowflake, right? And this is a very good crystal. It's very high quality. It's very, very clean. You can think very clearly when you're on it. You see very fractal. Everything is fractal and moving, right? All your visuals are fractally, right? But it's different than like fluff. 25, like when you get fluff, right? It's like the sky changes colors, blue, purple, pink, You don't really get the fractals. You get more like rays of like sunshine type hallucinations. You know what I mean? And then there's yeah. Anyway, so like silver is a very dirty LSD, and the dirty LSDs are is a more energetic kind of frantic high. Anyway, this stuff was like dirtier than silver. This was like dirtier than needlepoint. This was like the dirtiest acid I'd ever had in my life, but it got me so fucking high, dude. Anyway, we thought people were after us, dude. Uh, yeah, for like days. It was cool. It was amazing. Best bet. I look back on it. It made me a better person for sure. That being said, kids, don't do drugs. Let's see. There were 11 votes. Let's end the poll. So it looks like 72% of people prefer this. 27% of people said that. Damn. Well, W this. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude. Adventures in La La Land. Fucking LA, dude. Shit was crazy. Never want to do it again. Not sure what I'm making for dinner tonight. Pulled out some ground beef when I got home, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna make. Could make like meatloaf. Could make meatballs. Nah, I don't really want pasta. I wonder if I could change the. There's no way to change it. The YouTube app, huh? It's weird. I couldn't get Streamlabs to connect to my fucking account today on my cell phone. Like, I could get it all set up, and then when I'd hit go live, it would just spin and spin and spin and spin and like not connect, even though I had full Wi-Fi signal, and I even lowered it down to 1080p. Yeah, it's up to date. I updated it. I don't like how they changed it, but yeah, no, I fucked with it for like 10 minutes and tried to get it to connect a few times actually. I just couldn't get it to work. So I don't know because I would have gone live at least 1080p. I've at least been able to show the buds better. A little butthurt about it actually. Yeah, maybe I'll uninstall it and reinstall it and try that. That might work. I was just surprised after I updated the app. I had to wake it up because I haven't used it in so long, right? So I like woke up the app and then I updated it, and it's still I was still like signed in and everything. You could go with this, or you could go with that. Yeah, I was surprised. I honestly thought people would go with that just like to oppose, because this, when you're speaking this or that, this usually implies it's the first thing shown if you have a choice, right? So like most people would wait to or choose that just to be oppositional, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of surprised. So like, yeah, I'm surprised that this one and that didn't, you know what I mean? I would have picked that just to be like, oh, everyone's gonna pick this, right? I'm gonna pick that, but I guess I'm part of the 27%. So I'm not judging you if you picked this. You know what I mean? I just figured that would have been the majority. So like, I I'm just saying I'm just surprised there's not as many outliers anyway. Yes, sir. Crazy, crazy, hazy. Yeah, man, it's been super dry here though. Like like I don't know if you can tell the grass is like brown except for like around my garden. But yeah. Oh, mama. Good mama. Come here. Yeah, I need to take yellows out. Good kitty. Come here. Mama. Oh, you good mama. You good mama. That's my cat. She keeps the kitty keeps all the weed safe. Yep. Good kitty. Picking yellows. Yeah, I haven't been out here, and if as much as I'd like to, it's because I've been working. These buds are all getting nice and stanky too. Smells of a cheesy funk. Cheesy pine funk with minor fruit notes. Smells good. Got a little bit of pine tree on it. Yeah, it's the only thing I hate about this spot right here is that there's this great big pine tree right there and it blows stuff. And like, it's not a big deal because it comes out in trimming. Like, it's very easy to get off of the dry bud. So I don't really want to fucking mess with the wet buds like when they're on the plant because I don't want to like wipe the crystals off or like break the I guess it's like there is like a cellulose layer that separates uh the inner oils of the trichome from the outside, and like I don't want to break that, because I'm trying to extract the whole head, the whole resin heads when I do bubble hash, because that's what I press into rosin. So yeah, it's very important. So anyway, for me, it's just easier to get it out once it's dry. It's not a big deal. It doesn't ruin the weed or anything. Like, there's a piece right there, and it comes out. And even if it gets into the trim, it's not a big deal. It doesn't leach anything out into the water. There's usually a very small amount of them. So for me, it's not really a big deal. As long as I don't see it in the finished product, I'm completely happy. A lot of people would like stress about that kind of a thing, and I just feel like there's some things that you can't some things you just you can't help, and there's no point in worrying about it. You're just gonna worry yourself to death, and you're gonna create a better product the less you worry, because it's much like having children or pets. When you worry, your plants and your pets and your children, they all can sense that. The things around you can sense that. So, yeah. Like, I have one plant right now that on one side of the plant, I have an ant nest in the soil, and it's fucking with the plant. It's making some of the like leaves on the outside on the tops die, and it makes it look really weird. It makes the plant look not so good, but the buds are all completely fine. I have another plant that is the same strain that is completely fine not doing it, and the buds are actually bigger on this other plant, where it's going through the stress from the roots from these ants that I just seem to not be able to get rid of. And rather than stress on it, I know that I'm probably going to put that whole plant into hash, just because of all the brown dying shit on the outside of it. It's going to be a pain in the ass to get all that shit off of it, all the dead little dry sugar leaf and shit, without, anyway. Don't worry about what you can't control. Just do the best with what you got. Every grow, you're going to have a different problem with a different solution.
no matter what you do, as long as you don't have the same problems all the time, as long as you learn from the problems that you have, then you'll do all right. This plant's already looking so much better. I got most of the yellows out. Now it's just like the inside smallies that I gotta get. Yeah, see? Just throwing the leaves on the ground. So the reason I have yellow leaves is because of two reasons. The plant has gone into bloom, that being one reason. It's pretty advanced into bloom. Another being, since it's in bloom, I haven't given it nitrogen, which is, you know, what it really needs to turn green. But the plant takes in different nutrients at different stages, and even if I gave it nitrogen right now, it wouldn't use most of it because that's not what the plant needs. It needs phosphorus and potassium. But I do give CalMag up until about week 6, once a week, because that does offer a little bit more nitrogen, but more in like trace elements that the plant needs. So, because the CalMag I use has, I use Flying Skull CalMag, so it's got like all kinds of extra supplemental things that the plant needs that are all kind of associated with the CalMag. It all helps with like nutrient, nutrient like uptake and whatnot. This plant's gonna have huge fucking buds when it's done. That's right. Don't worry. Be happy. Yeah, that one that I just said is gonna have huge buds too. This one is, it's only in like 20 gallons of soil. It's in a little tote with holes drilled in the bottom of it. This plant's bigger than I am now. Turning purple on the edges of the leaves. What do the unders look like? Not quite. This one, though, that one looks a little purple on the vein there in the middle. Not like fucking. Not like fucking that, though. Ooh, smells so good. Oh, it's like a skunky coffee or something. I love these early terp smells. Oh. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, that shit got me pretty stoned. Oh, my buddy gave me this live resin cartridge. Shit's pretty fucking good. Yup. I can't wait till harvest though. I can't wait till the end of the week when the weather
drops below fucking 80 degrees again. This is crazy. This is like some Indian summer bullshit. At least if it like rained a little bit. Not too much. I don't want too much rain. Usually by this time of year, I got to come out every morning and shake the plants, and I haven't even had to do that once yet. Dave's the dude official sunglasses. Fuck yeah. What kind of sunglasses are they? Are they Oakley's? He's dirty as hell. These are Oakley's. I got these from a cracky uh for 40 $30 worth of $40 worth of weed. Yeah. It's crazy shit though. Fucking oh, I'm lit. Fucking ate a little bit of edibles earlier. Fake leaves. Folkleys. That's funny. Get that money, homie. Shit. I am too. Starting to get hot. I'm gonna lose the shade right here, and I'm getting hungry. So here in a little bit, I lose this shade. I'll probably take a break and charge my phone and get some food. Come out here and do tops with the ladders. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here and go get some lunch. Let my shit charge. Probably go live again here in a little bit, like an hour. Hell yeah, dude. Later.